Hello there and welcome to episode number 3 of the Rent to Rent Cashflow Live. And today the title is how the winning approach, sorry, I just wrote it down, totally forgot. The winning approach to getting high cashflow rent to rent deals from agents. So this is all about the way you approach agents. You see, there's a lot of people out there who want to make money and want to make money quick, but they're doing this thing totally wrong. And and if you're doing this, if you're not getting deals from agents, this is the reason why. And this is what you need to change immediately to start getting deals, rent-to-rent deals from agents. Because, gone are the days where we kind of just walk in and we pitch and we do a transaction with people. That's the past. The economy has grown from this kind of transactional nature, this nature of, hey, I'll give you this and you give me that in return, to a more, we're heading to, we're in and starting to become a collaborative economy, a collaborative nature, working together with other people. And this little change in approach will make the world of difference to your results when you're looking to find high cash flow rent-to-rent deals in your particular area. So hey, look, listen up, because this is going to be really cool. Before I go into it, in the link below or above or on the wherever it is on the page, there is a link to join my rent-to-rent monthly cash flow machine Facebook group. Go and join that right now, because hey, look, I share in there some really cool stuff. I'm doing these live streams all the time. So if you join that group, you will know exactly when one of these live streams comes out, and you'll know every single time. You can ask your questions in there, get them answered, and you can share your wins, every deal that you've done that you won. Look, I'm here to help you to grow your business. Join that group, because I'm going to help you to accelerate your rent-to-rent business, start bringing more cash in every month in your business, in your rent-to-rent business, starting immediately. And that's what this live stream is about as well. So hey, look, you're going to get more than just this live stream. I'm going to do exclusive live streams for that group as well. So join the group right now. The link is in the description. I believe it's above the video, it might be below, wherever it is. Just click the link and join the group right now. It's bit.ly/cashflow, monthly cashflow. bit.ly/monthly cashflow. So today we're talking about the winning approach to getting high cashflow deals high cashflow rent-to-rent deals from agents. Now look, you see, the principle around this is that we've moved from a transactional economy, where you kind of just pay for things to be done, to a collaborative economy. And look, this is the reason why. Let me go into the reason why for you to really understand this. You see, previously when we're in a transactional economy, there was this kind of notion of, you pay me to do something and I'll do it in return. That's kind of how it worked. And that worked because back then there was a lot more trust around in business relationships. And because not that many people were in business compared to now. Owning your own business, owning your own rent-to-rent business right now, it's a big thing. A lot of people are doing it. A lot of people own their own business generally in whatever niche that they're in. So the more people that enter into this economy, into this marketplace of owning their own business, and for you, a high cash flow rent-to-rent business, the less likely people are going to trust each other. And that's basically what's happened. We've gone from this transactional economy where I pay you to do something, and the trust is kind of there between business people, right? From business to business, because that's what we're talking about here. To a scenario where, there is some trust, but people are more skeptical now. People are we're getting more and more and more skeptical of people. That's just the general feel in the economy. That's the general development of people. And the biggest reason why we're more skeptical is because, one, there's more people in business. Two, that there's more people scamming people. And three, well, the fact of the matter is there's so many more companies out there advertising to you left, right and centre, making claims, making bold promises, and some of them not delivering, that the chances of you as a business owner or consumer coming across a scenario where you don't get what you pay for, you don't get the guarantee you pay for, right, it's a lot bigger. There's a lot more chance that that's going to happen because there's a lot more businesses around than ever before. There's more people in business. And as a result of that, there are more people who are out there to do wrong. Like, not as a percentage more, there's just more people out there who are in business, and therefore, by default, more people out there to make a quick buck and not deliver. But I know that is not you. You wouldn't be watching this if that was you. Obviously you wouldn't. You're the person who wants to go out there, do deals, make cash flow, but do deals and serve everybody in the process. Add value in that process of doing deals. And I get it. So we have to move and we have to look at where things are. There's a great teacher who I learned this from, and they said, don't go against the grain. Don't go against the river. If the river's flowing down, go in the downward motion, right? Go the way the river is flowing. And natural human behavior is that we're initially skeptical. And the reason that we're skeptical is because, hey, I might have been ripped off doing this, or not quite got the guarantee I was looking for, they didn't finish the job, etc, etc, etc. And look, agents are going to be skeptical because people are going to approach them all the time. It takes time to build a relationship with a landlord, to get them on board, to find them a tenant, or to manage their property. And in that process, the agent builds a relationship. Now, they want to protect that relationship. They want to know that you're going to do good in this scenario. You're not going to go and rip them off. You're not going to go and ruin their property, etc. So it's really key here that you understand that. You don't go against that human nature. You go with it. You go, hey, I get it. You're totally skeptical. I understand you're skeptical because I would be sitting in your shoes as well. Really sit in that. Really understand that. Really get to know that. Really not even empathize with that, but you really live that. Live it for yourself. You put yourself in the shoes of the agent. You really live that feeling of, I want to protect my landlords. And look, I get it. If you were an agent, you would understand that. And so you need to really get that and go, actually, where do I need to come from for them to kind of get this? And hey, this is the biggest reason why if you're not getting high cash flow rent-to-rent deals right now, you need to change this immediately. Immediately. Because this will make all of the difference to you getting more deals. We change from this transactional nature to this collaborative nature, where we're going, hey, Mr. Agent, I'm not here to do a transaction with you. Because look, let's just analyze this. The problem with a transaction is you pass the money over and you get the thing in return, which is great if you're buying something as a one-off purchase. But ultimately, when you're doing a rent-to-rent deal, you've got a contract of 5, 6 years, however long your contract is. And in that process, well, you've got to keep that relationship for that period of time. It's like dating somebody or getting married. It's effectively like getting married to them for a period of time. You're going to be with that agent, with that landlord, communicating with them, looking after their property for a period of time. So they're going to naturally be skeptical. They want to know that actually you're not just going to pay the money and then do whatever you want with that property. They want to know you're going to pay the money, put great tenants in the property, make sure the property's kept up to standard, make sure that, hey, it's looked after, make sure you're on top of the maintenance, etc. And make sure that obviously the landlord gets paid on time each month. And because that relationship, the agent's relationship with the landlord, is critical. They want to know that before you begin. And so instead of approaching it from this transactional nature of, hey, I'm going to give you some money and you're going to give me your property, approach it from a collaborative nature. Hey, look, Mr. Landlord, or Miss Landlord, hey, look, landlord, what we're doing is we're looking to add value to your business, to your property, and same for the agent, because we want this long-term relationship. And look, at the end of the day, if you build a relationship with an agent, you want that relationship to be long-term anyway, right? Because ultimately they're going to keep bringing you deal after deal after deal. I don't know about you, But for me, I'm in property for the long haul, right? 28 years old right now. I'm going to be in property until I'm like probably past retirement. So these relationships now, they're critical to me, not just now, but in the future. So I want to work with them. You've got to come from that approach of I'm working with you, not in a transactional manner. So what does that look like? What does a collaborative approach look like? It's first understanding internally up here, really feeling it, understanding exactly what the landlord is feeling at this point in time, and understanding exactly what the agent is feeling. Because when you know that feeling, not just know it logically, but you understand how they're feeling, when you go into that conversation, when you enter into that conversation, you're going to enter it as if you totally get them. You understand them. You totally get where they're coming from. Like, you just understand it. They want to protect their business. They want to feel straight away that, hey, I get that. I understand. This guy gets me. Totally gets me. That's where you got to first start. Where you understand internally from a feeling and logical point of view of where the agent is coming from. Right? Where the agent's at, what the agent's feeling, understanding that they've got to protect their business and the landlord wants to protect their asset. So go into the conversation with that. And secondly, you're going to go in as a collaborative, understand how to collaboratively, I can't even say the word anymore, collaboratively work with the agent and with the landlord. So what are we talking about here? Well, with the agent, it's really obvious, right? You want to work with them, and you want to demonstrate this. Not just say it. Don't just say the words. Say when you do say it with some meaning. I really mean it. Explain what you mean, right? Just don't say, hey, I want to work with you long term. Really go into some detail. Go, hey, this is my business, and I really want to work with you long term, because the truth is that I want to build my business and I want you to build your business. And hey, I know we can work together and we can build both of our businesses together. Look, I don't want to step on your toes. I don't want to go behind your back. What I want to do is I want to make sure we grow each other's businesses and this model works. Hey, look, and the agent, you really go into that detail, really understand where they're at, really demonstrate, not just tell them, but then demonstrate that you know what they're feeling, you know where they're at, you know that you understand that they want to grow their business and that they've got to protect their assets and their landlords as well, and that you're in it for the long term as well as them being in it for the long term. That is the critical, right? It's the long-term nature of it. You're in it for the long term, they're in it for the long term. You've got to really nail that bit, right? It's all about the long term. If you go to an agent and you start from a transactional nature of, hey, it's just for this one deal here, they're going to pick up on that. They're not going to want to know, because the new agents, the agents who are growing, the agents who are going to be here in 5 or 10 years' time, who keep bringing you deals, want to know that you're in it for the long haul. Not just today, but for the long haul. Secondly, with the landlord, well, the landlord needs to understand that you're going to look after their property. Now, if you've got properties already, you've got rent-to-rent deals already, you've already got properties that you own and you're jumping into rent-to-rent, you can show them these properties and just say, hey, look, I get it. Here's some pictures. Here's a video. Here's what I do. Look, I've already got this stuff up and running. And look, the other thing you're going to demonstrate is that you're going to add value to their life. It's not just the rent you're charging, but there's a lot. I can't emphasize the word lot. There's huge numbers of properties out there that are not in good condition, where the landlord kind of doesn't really want to spend the money on the property. They want to just get the return, but doesn't get a great return as a result of it not being nice, doesn't keep the tenants for long, but then gets the agent to keep just finding somebody to fill the rooms or fill the house. And that's where you can add the biggest value. Like I said on my last live stream, it's about investing in the property. But you can take that property and show them that actually you're going to upgrade their property. You're going to take it to another level. You're going to look after it way better than... You're not going to tell them you're going to look after it way better than they have, but you're going to look after it way better than any other tenant would. And when they get the keys back, it will probably be in a better condition than they gave it to in. Right? A better condition. Not the same condition, but a better condition. There is no property that we have that doesn't go back to the landlord we're in a better condition than we got it in now, right? Every property, when the contract comes to an end, if it comes to an end, or when, will go back to the landlord in a better condition than they gave it to us in, because we go and add massive value to the properties, right? So hey, look, click on the link in the description, join the group, because I'm going to be talking more about this. In fact, I've got an exclusive live stream or video that I'm going to put into the Rent to Rent monthly cash flow group about a deal that we're just in the process of doing. I'm going to actually do a video, take you round the whole property and show you how we turned a 4-bedroom student let that wouldn't rent out to an amazing 5-bedroom all ensuite property that is the bee's knees of properties in the area. I'm going to show you that, but only if you join the group, because that's where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it in the group, not going to share it out in the public, only for people in the Cashflow monthly cash flow machine group, right? The monthly cash flow group, right? Just, it's in the link above or below, wherever it is. Just go join the group. I want you to join. Invite other people to join the group, right? Go and find your friends, people who are interested in rent to rent, people who want to earn high cash flow. Get them to join the group. I've got exclusive content that I'm going to be producing and putting specifically in the group and nowhere else. So you got to join the group to get that. Go and click the link and join now. And invite other people to join as well, because the bigger the better. The more people we can help, the better, right? So just join, and I look forward to seeing you in the group. So let's get back to what we were talking about. What's the approach? So I've explained the difference between a transactional nature and a collaborative nature. And the real thing that the landlords want to see is that you're going to look after their property for the long term, that you can add value to their property, that you get them, right? It all comes back to this mindset of really getting how they're feeling, understanding how they're feeling, and putting that across, that, hey, I get it. This is an expensive asset. Look, we're going to look after it. We're going to do X, Y, and Z. We know how you feel. We know the position that you're in. And we know that you want your property looked after. Look, when you go into this conversation, just do this, right? By the way, write this down on a piece of paper right now. This is a practical, right? Actually write this down and go and do this when you're looking for your next rent-to-rent deal, right? Go and do this specifically. Write this down. Assume that the landlord and the agent are skeptical. Assume that the landlord and the agent are cynical because they've had bad experiences. Assume that they're also just a little bit... Look, but by the way, I just want to caveat here. I'm not saying all landlords are cynical and skeptical and a little bit angry, and not all agents are. I'm not saying that. I'm saying assume this when you go into the conversation. Because if you make that assumption, there are some out there who are upset, are a little bit skeptical and cynical about stuff like rent to rent because they've had bad experiences before. So if you approach the scenario as if they are skeptical or cynical about what you're doing, you'll approach it in a different way to if you just go, hey, this is the best thing since sliced bread, and everybody's going to accept it and they're not going to be skeptical or cynical. Approach it in that manner. Approach it as if they are a little bit skeptical, a little bit cynical, not massively, just a little bit. And you will see that when you go into that conversation, that they will open up in a different way to you, because you're going, hey, I get it. You're a little bit skeptical. Obviously don't say these words, but just have that in mind when you're having the conversation. That, hey, I get it. You've had bad experiences, or you probably have had bad experiences. Because to be honest, most experienced landlords, and most agents who are experienced, have come across a lot of different bad scenarios, myself included. We've come across some real bad scenarios, and most agents and landlords would have come across that. So if you bear that in mind, if you have that in your mind, that actually they've experienced these bad situations where tenants have ripped their properties apart, taken money, not paid their rent, been causing trouble with neighbours and other people in the house, things like that. If you just take that into mind and just have that there at the back of your mind when you're talking to landlords, when you're talking to agents, you will be steps ahead of other people, right? Way ahead of other people. That's your practical. Go and approach it like that. Go and talk to agents like that, and go and close some rent-to-rent deals. Hey, look, This has been a great live stream. I really enjoyed delivering this one. I'm looking forward to doing the next one, but I'm going to do some exclusive content for you if you join my rent-to-rent monthly cash flow group. The link to it is in the description above, I believe, or below, wherever the description is on the page. Go and join the group right now, because in the coming weeks I am going to create some exclusive content just for the group. If you're just on my page, or you're seeing this on my personal page or my business page, on the Property Success Academy page, or in some other group, look, go and join my group. I've set up a specific group for people who want to create monthly cash flow. Big amounts of monthly cash flow coming in every month for you. If you want to create that, go and join the group. Like, don't wait. Just go now. Click on the link and join the group, because I'm going to share some great stuff with you. And hey, you got any questions? Put it in the group. Hey, that's what it's there for. I'm looking forward to supporting you in your journey. This is Divya Mishi signing out. Take care. Have a good day.